Okay, Congressman, I would like to request you to raise your right hand. I, mention your name,
I, Ferdinand Martin Romualdez,
having been elected as,
a Congressman of the 1st District of Leyte,
hereby solemnly swear
that
I will faithfully discharge
I will well and faithfully discharge
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
duties of my present position
the duties of my present position
and all others I may hereafter hold
and of all others I may hereafter hold
under the Republic of the Philippines.
under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will support,
that I will support
defend the Constitution of the
and
Philippines.
defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws,
that I will obey the laws,
legal orders,
legal orders,
and decrees
and decrees
promulgated by the constituted authorities
by the duly constituted authorities
of the Republic of the
of
Philippines.
the Republic of the Philippines.
And that I impose this obligation
That I post this obligation
upon myself voluntarily,
for myself voluntarily,
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purposes of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Congressman Romualdez will now proceed to sign his oath of office. The Honorable Congressman shall now deliver his inaugural address.
Good morning, Mauling Ara, Nan, kasing mga kabukuan. Tapos lang pagkakas dito sa oath taking natin at of course it is a great honor and pleasure to have with us no other than our Vice President-elect, Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte Carpio, our also incoming Secretary of Education, my boss in the KCMD, my favorite candidate this past election. Kaya, ma'am, ito lang po, namiss kita. Kaya mabuti nagpakasyon ka ng konti kasi namiss kita talaga sa mga rally. Namin ni Ma'am Yenda, dahil araw-araw kasama tayo sa mga outings, sa mga sorties sa country, ito pa dito, ang mga kasama natin dito sa Tacloban at Nasa ng Tumuli. Siyempre sa aking mahal, Congresswoman Yenda, Marie Kitolstead Romualdez, my love. Salamat po. Congratulations for your support. To our incoming Congressman Jude Aborte Asidre. We have made it. Finally. To my dear Council Mayor Alfred Romualdez, to former Mayor Cristina Romualdez, to Ma'am Carla, Mamshi Carla Estrada Ford, who did such a great job, to Congressman Harris Conchuan, to Congressman Bobo Yap, Congressman Karen Javier, Congressman Ching Veloso, Congressman Carl Cari, Congressman Jerry Boy Espina, Congressman Governor Roger Espina, Governor Mian Mercado, Mayor Nito Mercado. My fellow elected leaders, friends, mga kapwa ko Pilipino, today is a great celebration and Thanksgiving. We celebrate this opportunity to once again gather out in the open after more than 2 years of community quarantines and lockdowns, to see old and new friends and to hug our families and loved ones, and above all, to commune as one people. We celebrate the election of our new leaders after months of uncertainty and divisiveness during the last synchronized polls. We rejoice the power of our votes, the voice of the majority, and the triumph of our democracy. We celebrate the magnanimity of the victors and the graciousness of their opponents. Our acceptance of the will of the people made the just concluded elections one of the most peaceful, orderly ever in our history. We give our thanks to the people who worked with us in this and during this campaign, who put up the streamers and handed out the flyers, People who spend countless hours convincing others that our dream of a brighter tomorrow is worth fighting for. Sila na nga ang naniniwala at naninigan sa ating pangarap para sa bagong henerasyon. We also give thanks to the millions of the nameless and faceless Filipinos who made sure that the voice of the people were heard. To the election officers, our teachers, soldiers, and policemen, the barangay officials, the members of the media, and all the volunteers. Kayo ang dahilan ng tagumpay ng ating nakamit. My dear friends, the days ahead are still full of many challenges. Hindi mo biro ang hamon sa ating bagong panahon. The Philippines at present faces a complex set of interrelated challenges, from long-standing developmental concerns of poverty and inequality to climate change and environmental degradation, exacerbated by the pandemic and the geopolitical trials and tribulations. Malaking hamon pa rin ang kahirapan sa ilang panig ng bansa. With our country's sound economic policy, our nation's first quarter expansion of 8.3% is among Asia's fastest. If we consistently grow at a rate of 6% in the next 6 years, the Philippines will become a $500 billion economy. The Philippine experience has shown, however, that higher economic growth that has produced uneven social outcomes with inequality of income, education, health, and access to resources remaining widespread in the country. Kailangan po natin paliitin ang malawak na agwat ng mayayaman at mahihirap. In recent years, discussions of development approaches have highlighted calls for more inclusive growth, which the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development defines as an economic growth that is distributed fairly across society and creates opportunities for all. Similarly, poorer segments do at least as well as the rest of the overall population. Inclusive growth. Dapat pakinabangan na lahat ang biyaya ng pakundan. That is why we aim for in Tacloban and even in the whole of Eastern Visayas. In the next 3 years, our district, our province, and our region that will lead the nation in a new era of progress and development. At all order may be, with immediate challenges in the horizon. Inflation is at its fastest in 3 years, budget deficit has widened and the global outlook has dimmed. But the election of dynamic and compassionate leaders at the highest levels of government gives us hope for a brighter future. For the first time since 1986, we have elected a majority president in the person of Ferdinand Bongbong Romualdez Marcos Jr. The overwhelming mandate that he received from the Filipino voters will surely help him steer the nation in the direction that we all desire. One that is anchored on his message of unity and his vision of Filipino nationhood. We have also elected a young Vice President, Sara Duterte. She is known for her conviction and compassionate leadership. I stand here as a witness to that. Her tenacity in demanding quality service from public service in Davao City is known, a legend of its own, not only in the region, but in other parts of the country. Her concern for the welfare of the poor and the marginalized lies at the core of her character. Guiding all her decisions as a East Top executive, I have no doubt that she will serve as the best Vice President we will ever have. And of course, the best Secretary of Education. I have been fortunate to have seen up close the dynamics between the President-elect Bongbong Marcos and the Vice President-elect Inday Sara. Their relationship is one of mutual respect and one guided by the duty to serve the Filipino. This energetic tandem, I am sure, will work hand in hand to help improve the living conditions of our people. My fellow countrymen, a brighter future indeed awaits us all. Our new President and Vice President share with us our dream of a better generation for our children, not only here in our district and in Eastern Visayas, but in all parts of our country. We are ready to face the challenges of the time. Taas noon natin haharapin ang bukas. Sama-sama, nagkakaisa, para sa bandila, para sa bayan, mabuhay ang Pilipinas, mabuhay ang sambayanan ng Pilipinas.
Congratulations and thank you, Congressman Martin Romualdez. Honorable guests, friends, fellow Filipinos, Davao City Mayor and Vice President-elect Sara Z. Duterte for her message.
The Honorable Mayor of the City of Tacloban, Mayor Romualdez, our former Mayor Romualdez, our Honorable Majority Floor Leader and soon-to-be Speaker of the House of Representatives, Congresswoman Romualdez, Congressman Jude Asidre, Ms. Carla Estrada, to all other officials of Tacloban City, the province of Leyte, and the province of Southern Leyte. Kaninyong tanan, mga kaigsunan nato, may maupay na agahan, mayong buntagay punto, kaninyong tanan. Magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat. Unang-una po ang aking pagpapasalamat sa ating pong mga local officials dito sa Tacloban City for allowing me to join the oath-taking ceremonies this morning, thus giving me the opportunity to personally express my gratitude to everyone dito po sa Tacloban City and sa probinsya ng Leyte and sa probinsya ng Southern Leyte. Alam naman po ng lahat na hindi po ako naka-attend ng rally dito sa Tacloban City, yung final rally ng Tacloban City. So I made sure that I will be with you today so that I can express my thankfulness for your support to my candidacy, and not only that, but for your love, for your genuine love of my person. Daghang kaayong salamat sa inyong akalan. Second is I'd like to personally publicly thank Congressman Martin Romualdez for taking me in Lakas CFD and accepting the challenge to be my campaign, one of my two campaign managers during the last election. It was not without irritations and challenges, but you did very well. $32.2 million votes. You did it all. And alam nyo, pagod, puyat, luha, lahat yun ni Congressman Martin Romualdez. And as a candidate, I'm truly appreciative of how he took care of me. Actually, silang dalawang campaign managers ko. I was always with food. I was always full. And Lagi silang nagpapalitan na nagpapadala ng pagkain sa akin. So one campaign manager will send today, the next day, the other campaign manager will send me food. In fact, nung kinento ko yun kay President Marcos, sabi ko, sir, napakaswerte ko talaga dahil busog ako lagi, dahil lagi akong pinapadalhan. Sabi niya, nasaan na ba ang mga campaign managers ko? Bakit hindi ganito ang nangyayari sa akin? So, I am truly thankful for all that happened. It was a learning experience for me. And I am appreciative of all that you have taught me, kayong lahat, mga kababayan ko. And I commit to be beside you in the service of our country. Once again, maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. Magandang tanghali sa inyo lahat.
Salamat, Vice President Sara Duterte. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Alam Tacloban Band. We would like to invite the following in front for a photography session. Thank you.
We shall now begin with VP-elect Sara Duterte together with the Romualdez City Mayor, Honorable Alfred S. Romualdez. Next will be VP-elect Sara Duterte with Congressman Nito. Next will be Vice President-elect Sara Duterte with Congresswoman Nito. Congresswoman Romualdez. Next will be VP-elect Sara Duterte with Majority Floor Leader Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez. We want to invite Honorable Alfred Romualdez, Congressman June Caside, and Congresswoman Yana Marie Romualdez to join them. Former Romualdez City Mayor Christina Gonzalez Romualdez and Ms. Carla Espada Flores.